No narration. So I used to work the night shift, down in Vault 7. It's this underground place, way, way down, 60 meters below a city that had no idea we were even there. And there was this one rule, the only rule really. You never, ever work alone. The night I broke that rule, well, that was the night I died. You know, that ride down, it was always like a slow suffocation. Just this steel box smelling of ozone and stale recycled air. But that night, something was off. The air itself, it felt different, colder somehow, heavier, almost like it was physically pressing in on me. And then it just stopped, like 3 whole levels too early. The doors hiss open, and it's just a wall of pure blackness. Nothing. And a voice comes over the intercom, whispers, "System glitch." But that wasn't the automated system. No, wait. It was too soft, too human. Before I can even process it, the door slams shut. The whole car just drops. I get thrown against the wall, and then it opens again on level -6, the archive floor. The one place they told us we could never, ever go. First thing I do, I grab my radio, right? Start shouting for control. And I get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just this sharp, hissing static filling my ears. That's when I knew. I was cut off. I was totally alone. So I step out, and the lights in the corridor, they flicker on, but not all at once. They come on one by one, in a sequence, following me, like these blinking eyes just watching me move. The only sound was my own boots. Clank, clank, echoing way, way too loud on that metal floor. And then I heard it. Another sound. Footsteps, echoing mine. But not with me. They were a split second behind me. A perfect, delayed reflection of every single step I took. My blood just ran cold. I froze. And the footsteps, they stopped too. I took just one single slow step, clank, and a half second later, clank. I swear my heart was about to pound right out of my chest. I whipped around, and the hallway was empty, completely impossibly empty. But the footsteps, this time they didn't stop. Even though I was standing stock still, staring into nothing, they kept coming, getting closer and closer. My eyes are just darting everywhere, and I see a door down the hall, room B17. We used to joke about it, you know, the place that kept the so-called failed projects. But tonight, the damn door was open, just a crack, and there was this dim red light pulsing from inside like a slow, tired heartbeat. And from inside, I could hear this sound, this slow, kind of hungry scrape, metal on metal. Every single part of me was screaming to run the other way, but those footsteps behind me, they were getting so close, so I pushed the door open. The room, it was like a graveyard for machines. These huge, coffin-shaped tanks standing up, and robotic arms just hanging from the ceiling like dead limbs. And one of the tanks, it was labeled B17-4. It was broken. The glass, this thick reinforced glass, was shattered, pushed out from the inside. And there was this thick, dark liquid still dripping out, making a pool on the floor. And leading away from that pool, into the darkest shadows of the room, were footprints. Barefoot, human-shaped, and they were fresh. You could see one foot was dragging, leaving this wet smear all along the metal. My flashlight beam catches it. Over in the corner, it's a figure. Its skin, it was so pale and smooth, like unfinished plastic. And it turns its head towards me, and there's no face, just smooth skin with these little indentations where the eyes and mouth should be. And then I heard breathing, heavy, wet breathing, right behind my ear. I whip around, and there's nothing there. But when I turn back, it's right there, inches from my face. Its blank head just tilts to the side, and this wet, bubbling sound starts leaking from where its mouth should be. It gurgles out, "Are you the same as me?" I just screamed, and I ran. I just ran. Suddenly, alarms just start blaring. Red strobes are flashing everywhere, stabbing into the dark, and this automated voice is screaming from the walls, "Do not run alone, do not run alone." And then these heavy steel doors just start slamming shut, sealing me in, trapping me deeper and deeper. And I can hear it behind me, that soft slapping sound of bare feet on the metal. It was learning my rhythm. It was matching my panic. I see an open door security, and I just dive inside, slam it behind me. The room is total chaos. Lights flickering, all these monitors just buzzing with static. All of them except one. Just one clear screen. Camera C6. It was pointed right down the hallway I'd just run from. And on that one screen, there it was. The faceless thing, just standing there, perfectly still in the flashing red lights. And then, its head starts to turn. And it keeps turning, all the way around, a full 180 degrees. It was looking backwards. It was looking at the camera, which means it was looking at the room I was hiding in. It was looking right at me. Then the screen starts to fog up from the inside, like something was breathing on it. And then this pale, smooth hand presses against the glass. From inside the monitor, the whole screen just cracks with this high-pitched shriek of static. I did not stick around to see what was coming through. I was just running blind at that point, deeper and deeper into this maze. I burst through some doors into what looked like a medical bay. The whole place was just filled with gurneys, all of them covered in white sheets. The air, it smelled of antiseptic, but also something else. Something sickly sweet, like rot. And one of the sheets, right in the middle of the room, it was moving. Just this tiny twitch. I crept closer, I reached out and pulled back the sheet. Underneath was a man in my uniform, wearing my boots, and he had my ID badge clipped to his pocket. It was me. It was my body. My eyes were wide open. My mouth was stretched into this silent scream. And around his throat, around my throat, were these deep, dark finger dents. And then I heard a whisper right behind me. It was a perfect copy of my own voice. "I just wanted to see how you breathe." I turned around. The faceless man was standing there, except it wasn't faceless anymore. It had a face now. It was wearing my face, all stretched and wrong, pulled into a smile that was just far too wide. And then everything went dark. The last thing I remember feeling was being dragged. My vision was just a blur of flickering lights on the ceiling. I felt myself being lowered back into that tank, into that thick, warm liquid. And I heard my own voice whispering to me as the darkness took over. "Don't worry, you won't be alone." You see, death, it didn't free me. It just copied me. So I'm still here, just not in a body anymore. I'm in the static on the screens. I'm in the hum of the wires in the walls. I don't have a mouse, but I can still see everything. I watch them make more of them. And every single night, I watch the imposters ride that elevator up, stepping out into your city, wearing the faces of people you probably know. So please, listen to me. If you are ever walking at night and you hear a familiar voice call your name from behind, someone you trust, whatever you do, do not turn around. Just keep walking, because I promise you, the person you turn to see might not be the same one you remember.